So should we get going then?
Yeah, let's talk about the episode that doesn't matter first, so we can get it out of the way.
Yeah, so hey, Duffing, how do you feel about recap episodes?
I don't like them.
How do you feel?
I like them even less when it covers 2 episodes.
How do you feel about recap episodes led into and narrated by a guy with a really cool voice?
He's got a great voice. I watched the parts where he narrated and then skipped the entire recap.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's the weird thing, 'cause it's like they really feel more like filler episodes than recap episodes. Because even as recaps, it's like, okay, well, wouldn't the recap episodes be like Goo Scamamon?
No, they decided they wanted to recap the Mummymon episode and the Pumpkinmon episode.
Yeah, alright, Mummymon episode I get, because Mummimon's coming back as like a character now and he's like doing things. Pumpkinmon episode I don't get, but I do like the episode. Like the Pumpkinmon episode itself.
The problem is you could erase both of those episodes and not much would change. You could easily come up with explanations for why Mummymon isn't in the Butterfly Morphomon episode.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
You just come up with some other way for them to find out.
So interesting thing, this isn't part of the episode count. Oh, really? Alright, that's neat, yeah. Next week is 25. Okay, yeah. So just straight up, they just needed a week to just recover from the hack or whatever, and this is just them dealing with it.
I guess.
I guess. That makes sense to me at least.
No, they probably planned this ahead because Naoto, whatever his last name was, is like a famous Japanese actor.
Yeah, I know, that's very odd. I don't understand why it's a thing. Oh, well, as long as this don't, make the plot more rushed, I'm fine with it.
I watched I watched the preview at the end of the recap. Not even a recap, whatever the heck it is. I watched the preview after it, and it's gonna be Myotismon.
Yeah. How dumb
or Dracmon.
How dumb will it be if we cut off the recap episode thing of us spending 5 minutes talking about the recap episode, and we just made that its own video? How bad would that be?
No reason to do that.
It would be so dumb. It would be kind of funny, though.
Yeah.
For the hack of the instrument as part of the... Okay, yeah.
Here's what I've got to say about the recap episode. Watch the Mummymon episode and the Pumpkinmon episode. There.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. It is impressive you can squeeze, the entire Mummymon thing into, 8 minutes, and I feel like I missed nothing. It's kind of impressive you can cut that much out of Ghost Game.
I mean, they probably cut out some fluff or maybe explanation of oh, this is a Digimon and they do whatever, and
yeah.
Like I said, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we got our look at that Agumon fossil in the museum that means nothing and's going to go nowhere.
So yeah, on to the episode that actually matters, at least more than the recap.
Yeah. So hey, do you know humans are not plants?
Yeah. This Digimon wants to change that. Whatever it was called.
A Jattermon? Yeah, Jattermon.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. I had no idea this thing existed, and I swear it was, introduced in the card game, a day before the episode came out or some crap. It's oh, cool, this is a neat plant thing. I guess plants are becoming an archetype. And it shows up in the episode, and it's oh, I guess that's why.
Yeah.
This makes way more sense now.
Yeah. So, we get introduced to this kid who's going around like delivering flowers and stuff because that's his job. And everybody he talks to gets like parts of their body turned into vines.
Yeah, it's really horrifying when you think about it.
There's this episode's not the best, but there are bits of it that it's like, whoa.
Honestly, I really liked it a lot. It's like, yeah, just the mobs and stuff were kind of stupid. It takes its time a bit, but it's like, you know, I like the main conflict and where it goes.
The ending is the part that it's like, the ending is, we'll get to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, once you become plantified, that doesn't just stop. Like, you need a cure. And I don't think the main characters know who was turned. So, good luck with that.
No, they would know. Because they found out that it was everybody that kid interacted with.
So now you just have to look up everyone you've interacted with in the past month and just, like, check on who has been turned into a plant, and maybe we'll get there eventually.
I mean, there's like 2 people that he interacted with that got changed, and he mentions both of them, so he does know.
Oh, does he? Alright, it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Oh, man. But yeah. Effing plants, right? God, this is the thing where it's like, this is like, it feels like this is such effective horror, because it's like, this is one of the things I have to think about for a second. It's like, oh, like, how many of their organs have become plantified? How do you even? Oh, that would feel so horrible.
Fortunately, it only ever seems to change, like, their limbs.
Yeah. I feel like that'd still be pretty bad, though. It's like, suddenly you just can't walk and you just have this massive vine stuck to you. Like,
not saying it's not bad, but like, if your torso got turned into a plant, you'd probably just die.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that they don't die kind of makes it worse.
Yeah, because spoilers, this plant Digimon is trying to turn people into copies, like, it's trying to turn them into whatever it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's her transformation, yeah. Yeah, it looks really painful now that I look at it.
Yeah.
There's probably bristles and, yeah, geez, there's like spikes on it.
Yeah, it's not death, but yeah, it would really hurt. And yeah, remember, he actually came back to find her like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a thing, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's just mentioning the links of times they've been, like, close to the, like, plant boy, and he's like, oh, yeah. Well, I guess Jaddermon's like a she in this one, but yeah.
Yeah. And so the kid is like, oh, there's this guy who, he finds Ruli's, like, ghost investigator thing. Like, whatever her Reddit or whatever it is.
Yeah, her little fan page.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, they deal with this kind of stuff. I'll just go meet with them. And he finds Hero, and he meets up with him. He's like, hey, you know her, right? You can help me. And he's like, yeah, we could probably figure something out. And then he leaves the room, and Hero gets attacked by Jaddermon.
Yeah, Jaddermon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way they do it, too, is they like, force your mouth open with the vines, and it's, like, a whole weird tentacle vibe going on, and they're, like, just forcing this needle of poison into your mouth, and it's, like, eh.
Yeah.
It's, like, really creepy.
Yeah, fortunately, Gammamon once again shows, like, a weird psychic link with Hero, and he just knows that he's in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Honestly makes sense. We've seen it before.
Yeah. Then he runs in and saves him before he gets the drop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, also there's a robot. The robot is a Jattermon, and it's like Go Well 1 or something.
Yeah, it picked its name in like a really dumb way, but whatever.
That's the thing. It's like every episode's like a mystery, but feels like they have enough time to like really build up the mystery aspects. So it's like, alright, well, what's the deal with this robot? And, like, we know it means nothing.
I mean, from the moment they introduced the robot and it's, like, staring at them creepily, I'm like, the Digimon is possessing it.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, the problem is, it's like, it doesn't really change anything. It's not like we, like, knew the robot beforehand, or it was like, you know, there's any real revelations or discoveries that come from it. It's just like, oh yeah, no, like, a Jarmon was stalking you, and also he is a robot.
Yeah. And it's like, oh yes, GW1, and then later in the episode, one of the characters goes, oh, GW stands for Go Well, and it's like, facepalm.
It's off and yeah, only on 22 minutes does help. So, dice help solve the story. Yeah, it does help solve the stories, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like you could cut, like, a lot of this robot stuff out and instead, like, you know, slow drip, like, the kids learning about a plot element or something, and it would be, like, more effective use of time, right?
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know, that's just me, as someone who just really wants to actually get to some plot.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It'd be really nice.
Yeah, so after grabbing Kyo and actually managing to put the poison drop in his mouth, a Digimon just, like, kidnaps them.
Yeah, Jarmon just kidnaps Kyo and turns him into part plant.
Yeah.
And Kyo looks up and he's like, oh no, they're eating them, and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god.
And it's like, oh, the Digimon fell in love with him.
Yeah.
But it's like, it doesn't understand love, so it's like yandere crazy love.
Yeah, its whole logic is like, oh, you gotta be in a Jattermon like me then, so we can be together. I gotta make you a Digimon. This entire plot could have been solved if, like, freaking Elmon sold them the friggin' Agumon outfits in Digimon World 3. If they just got the Agumon suit.
Sure.
Never forget, Digimon World 3 just has, like, a Digimon furry couple that just really wants to be Digimon.
Oh.
Oh, man. So, yeah, Jaramon's just like, oh, hey, yo, like, it'll go well as long as I just keep to my plan. That's what you told me. It will go well. And it's really creepy and, like, just, I'll say interesting. Yeah, that's probably a good word for it.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna turn you into a Digimon now, and it's like, you can't do that. That's not a thing that can happen.
Yeah, in all fairness, they kind of, like, go on the right path. Like, they do manage to start turning people into plants. It's kind of working, but it's, like, forcing it on people's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe if you went for, like, friggin', like, maybe not like a Jarmon, but what, like, you know, Floramon or something, you know, Palmon maybe? I don't know, turning someone to an ultimate seems like a lot of work.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't do it.
Probably not.
There's not just the biological problem, but there's also the issue where Digimon are made of data. Not only do you have to turn them into, like, it's not enough to just biologically turn them into a plant. You have to convert them to data as well.
You have to find the spirit that turns them into Peldramon and just make sure they're the chosen one. Yeah, done. Easy. Like, it's not a Jattermon, but I mean, if it's a Digimon, it should work, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, everyone like fights a Jattermon, and it's like a cool fight scene. It's like, it's one of those moments where it's like, again, it's like, oh hey, 3 champions versus an ultimate, you can kinda do it, right? Like, that's at least doable, and you know what, that's pretty fair, yeah.
Yeah. But
So
if I remember correctly, they don't do it.
Yeah, they don't win, but they at least keep up a bit. And it's like, alright, yeah, fair enough, got like Digivices powering you up and stuff, it's 3-on-1. Yeah, fair enough.
And so a Jaitamon is just like, alright, well, if I can't make you a Digimon, then I'll just turn myself into a human. And then she stabs herself with her own needle.
Yeah, and it's such a, like, horrific, like, just, like,
it's very brutal.
That's good. It's very dark.
Like, a Jaidamon's like losing parts of its body, and it's like, look, I'm becoming human, as its arms fall off and it like starts disintegrating.
It's like, I don't need these thorns anymore, and they're like just like melting. It's like, I don't need this mask either, haha.
I don't think we see its face without the mask, because they probably haven't drawn it without it, but
I think we see a bit of its face, and it's just it's nothing special.
Yeah. And it's like, unless I'm just forgetting something, I think this is the first time, unless it happened in another series I haven't seen yet, I think this is the first time we've seen a Digimon like commit suicide.
Oh god, you might be right. Oh god, I think you're right.
Like not as like a self-sacrifice to save somebody, or like a noble act like that. I mean, straight up just killing itself.
Cause it's like, alright, arguably maybe you could make a case for like Kurisarimon or something when Beelzemon just blasts them and they'll like get out of the way or run off. But
no,
that's not quite the same.
No, that's Beelzemon like shooting fish in a barrel. That's not them committing suicide.
Yeah, it's him shooting them and the rest of them just staying around. Yeah, I think this is the first. Yeah, because I'm thinking back now, and it's like, okay. Adventure, I don't think there's anything. I don't remember being like anything like that adventure. Friggin'. Like,
what the heck?
Yeah, there's the Numamon, but again, that was like self-sacrifice. O2, no, nothing. Tamers, yeah, no. Definitely nothing like that in Tamers. Yeah, this might be like the first time, yeah, just straight up. Oh,
Cross and Outmind do have dark moments, but this is very dark for those type of shows. Yeah, it's like Digimon has never really shied away from getting a little like more serious with its tone. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen a Digimon commit suicide.
Yeah. That being said, Whalemon being blasted through the head still is very brutal.
Yeah.
Non-tamers where it can make sense. Yeah. Yeah, not even Tamers, huh?
Yeah, where Tamers is like probably the darkest the series ever got.
Like, they have the Doberman sacrifice, but it's like to give everyone like the power to evolve, so it's kind of like,
again, self-sacrifice.
Yeah, I guess not, huh?
You could argue that a Jaitamon like actually thought it would turn into a human, but I don't think that was the case.
I get the impression that Jaramon kind of knew that it was like, they kind of knew it wouldn't work, and it was just a last resort.
Surely it would know what its own poison would do to it.
Yeah, this is probably like, it's untested, but maybe there's like, like a 1% chance or something, It feels like one of those scenarios. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that happens, and Plant Boy keeps this robot, but it's more of a statue that holds a sign at this point because it's not possessed by a Digimon.
Yeah, oh boy. If that rod just starts moving again one day, that's gonna be very awkward. Like, especially if it's not the same Digimon.
Well, it starts moving again. My thought process would be, oh, they fixed it because it's a robot.
Yeah. Oh man, I wonder if plant guys are gonna come back.
Unless it starts acting weird. Also, the amount of people that are witnessing all the Digimon stuff happening right in front of their faces is getting larger.
Yeah, this is the most, like, absurd it gets. So this character just knows what Digimon is now. Yeah, I'd assume they do. Because how else do you explain this?
Yeah, because at first it was the usual, oh, they're holograms and they're like really advanced or whatever. But even then it starts getting shaky because Gamamon is like, oh, this food was great, man, it was delicious. And then Hero's just like, yeah, they're so advanced, ha ha ha.
I think she'll have to address this soon, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting about as absurd as it could possibly get.
So hear me out, right? We've, like, speculated that it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Ultimate soon. Like, I think it was, like, just last week, the card game revealed effing Jellymon's Ultimate.
Oh, yeah?
I believe I have seen art for, like, friggin', like, Gamamon's Ultimate for, like, the card game. So it seems very likely that within, like, the next 2 episodes, we're gonna get Gamamon evolving to Ultimate. It feels like we're, like, basically there, you know, like, the signs are lining up.
I want something to happen.
Oh yeah, they've been known for a while now, but now we're getting, like, cross-promotion with the card game, yo. It's like, okay, yeah. Now's the moment when it's like, it feels appropriate, It feels like it'd be, like, absurd for them to, like, keep going in our 10 episodes, right?
Yeah. Or they just drag their feet and we get a whole bunch of more random Digimon episodes where nothing important happens.
I hope not. It would be wild if the English card game released, like, friggin' a card with Ultimate Jellymon before, like, the show did. Before the show actually made that form available to see. Like, I can't imagine it'd be, like, that far back. But yeah, next episode, maybe Gamamon does a thing and goes evolve and makes things go kaboom.
Yeah. Myotismon's an ultimate, right?
Yes.
That would be a good excuse.
This would be a really good excuse to go ultimate. Shows 60 plus episodes that we're about a third of the way through, which is normal for episodic shows like these. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, I don't want to get halfway through the series and then they're like, oh, we have to go to the digital world.
Yeah, it feels like... That's the thing, it's like, I do like Ghost Game, like, we've mostly had good episodes, except for, like, friggin' Petermon or whatever. That one sucked. But it's like, I've said this so much, people are just sick of me hearing it probably, sick of hearing me say or whatever, but it's like, yeah, just plot, please. Please plot development. I want something to happen.
There's clearly something actually interesting going on with Goose Gamamon. I want to see it.
Please give us a recurring villain or something. Like, even if it's just Monster of the Week, but there's just a mysterious figure who shows up every now and then and does the thing. Like, I would be fine with, like, just, oh yeah, it's like, Mystery of the Week, but the mystery is, like, Myotismon shows up and they're like, oh hey, Digimon, maybe you should do this thing, and they walk up and there's no other, like, change to the formula. Because at least that would be something.
Yeah. Reveal that Hero's dad is responsible for sending all these Digimon.
Do it, cowards.
It's like, oh, Hero's dad is the villain.
Remember back in, like, episode 2 or something, when we were joking, and I'm like, oh man, wouldn't it be funny if we just kept running into ultimates, and they just did one thing based on their defining, like, trait as an ultimate, and then we, like, talked them down, and that was the show.
Yeah, except for, like, Chromon or whatever it is, or it just flies away at the end.
Yeah. That's the funniest part, because I think I specifically do mention, like, Chromon in that episode. And it's like, oh man, Chromon shows up, and he's gonna liberate the birds, and we have to talk him down, and tell him that, like, birds being pets are fine. And that was basically just the episode.
Yeah,
it's like, beat for beat.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next few start moving.
Or like that, whatever that one bird Digimon is, where the solution was to sing badly to it.
He gets away, they might start a League of Villain Digimon.
It would be more interesting than what's happening right now.
Oh man. Just back when we were speculating, it's like, oh yes, the 2 recurring villains of the series, Clockmon and Mummymon.
Except they're both good guys.
Yeah, now they're both good guys. Oh, man. So yeah, this is, like, hopefully this goes places. I really want to go places.
Yeah.
I know there's, like, are people who are way more fine with it, because, you know, they're just chilling and, like, you know, just enjoying the ride. But it's like, no, man. Like, I made this point like a thread at some point, and it's like, yeah, I like the fact that Digimon has overarching like arcs and characters and stuff was the big thing that separated it from Pokemon, and I feel like that still is important to have.
Yeah. Well, you say that that the old villains will show up, and yeah, even back when we were back during the Dracmon episode. Death was like, yeah, Dracmon is talking about finding a partner.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's see that. Let's see Dracmon find a partner and come back.
Yeah, it's and still not too late.
Yeah, and we get a dark... I guess they're not Digi-destined or chosen children or whatever in this, but, you know, we get a dark tamer.
Now would be a pretty good time to just bust out Madormon and just be like, oh hey, now I have an ultimate, and it's stronger than yours, and now we gotta find ultimates to fight the bad tamer.
Yeah, and the bad tamer is just some criminal.
Yeah. Idron's most sad aspect honestly said Savers. Jeez. So yeah,
Sorry, what comes after Frontier? Is it Savers or Cross Wars?
I believe it's Data Squad, which Savers, might be
okay.
Savers. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Data Squad is originally called Savers.
Alright, I didn't know Data Squad had evil tamers, but that's actually pretty good. All I know is there's like a guy with a Biomon and he seems like a massive jerk and I'm into it.
Yeah, I like that the main character punches the enemy Digimon to make his evolve. Yeah, Savers is Data
That'll be fun. I play a bit of the Data Squad game, and I feel like I got spoiled on 0 plot points, except for we gotta fight the 7 Demon Lords, and that's probably not canon to that part of the story.
Yeah,
it's probably very uncanon.
Yeah, because you could throw that into random Digimon media, and just it could be a thing. Heck, Digimon, like the sort of post game for Cyber Sleuth is, oh hey, the 7 Demon Lords are just here. Go fight them.
Yeah. Oh man. Also, I have heard good things about Savers. Like, I've heard it's like a bit of a slow burn, but like when it gets going, it gets really good. And I'm like looking forward to that.
Main character Saver shares a name with this dude from a Danganronpa game, and it threw me off when I looked him up at one point. Wait, he doesn't have goggles? I didn't realize. He's a fake protagonist.
Yeah, it's because he's like older than 12.
I don't care. If you don't have the goggles, you're a fake protagonist.
Alright, hold on. I had to look this up real quick.
Even the characters in Cyber Sleuth have goggles, even if they don't wear them on their faces.
Alright. Oh, wait, he's 14? Really? Oh, okay, he looks like he's like older than that. He looks like he'd be like 16 or something. Like he looks like a full-on teenager.
It probably doesn't help that I'm sure you've seen a little bit of Data Squad, like dubbed on TV, and you probably remember his voice, and he sounds like an adult.
I don't remember what he sounds like. I think I remember seeing a bit of an episode where, like, Almon shows up and his tamer's, like, a ninja or something. And I remember playing, like, a bit of the game where I, like, did hear his voice from that, so...
I disagree strongly, Flo. The protagonist has to have the goggles.
You gotta have the goggles.
It's like how in Danganronpa, having the stupid hair dongle is the indicator that you're the protagonist.
If you don't have the goggles, then you must obtain the goggles. the goggles are important. Actually, yeah, Hero doesn't have the goggles either, does he?
Who? Oh.
Hero, yeah.
Crap, he doesn't, does he?
Oh, no.
No, he's fake.
No. Hero, no.
Even Tamer's got it to the point where it's like Takato has goggles, Rika has sunglasses, and Henry has regular glasses, I think.
Yeah.
But it's close enough.
If you're doing the Persona 4 thing, then, like, good enough. Yeah, fine.
But they have eyewear.
Yeah. That's why most of Danganronpa MCs all suck.
I disagree greatly.
Oh, no. Oh man, anything else we have to say about this episode?
Not about the episode, but I will say that Kamaru kind of sucks until like the end of the game, where she finally like stops being annoying.
Who's Kamaru? Like, which?
Ultra Despair Girls.
Oh, right, yeah, her, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm trolling. Yeah, I figure.
Oh, no.
Kaide's a great protagonist.
Yeah, Kaide was a great protagonist.
Third one is pretty good. Yeah.
Being very careful about my wording.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Kaede is a great protagonist.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, so I guess see you guys around.
Yep. Later.
Later.